Damn, they got the laser tag on.
Better be in there. I'm not playing.
Oh, this was the trailer part. Okay.
Hold the fuck down.
Jay, you good? I'm good.
Damn.
Yeah, they gonna get these fools back eventually.
I like.
Ain't gonna let this slide.
Yeah, I want both of these characters right here to die.
Let's go.
25 for a day's work.
Like I said, whatever's good.
How'd you know my name is David? Nobody's called me that for 30 years.
They say you're not that deep, bro.
You clocking my city.
It gonna be a problem if I am?
Man.
And one way to find out.
Exactly.
Let's find out then.
Okay.
Anything look familiar?
Not really. I guess I kind of remember this couch, though. Yeah, your thighs.
Yeah.
When you came off it, sounded like fruit roll-ups.
Like Velcro fruit.
Trade you.
Boom.
The
Some
fuck?
more money.
I told you I head away.
Get ready for the show. Check this shit out.
Oh shit. Are we about to see some old Tommy here?
It looked like it said Tommy at the park, right?
No fucking way.
Little Egan.
Okay, let's go play.
Can't believe she left her own fucking child.
How you know what you would do?
Because I fucking love my son.
He got a kid.
How old is he?
16 last July, but I haven't seen him in 14 years. He vanished.
That's crazy.
Being for my life, family was just me and my pops.
Oh,
That's
wait.
his son right there.
No way.
Look, I don't know how all this shit works. I never had a brother.
Huh.
I did.
Yeah, exactly. You have.
Yep. We all know who that was.
Real OG.
But bro, this is gonna be some interesting shit. Like to. Oh man. What if Tommy indirectly gets his son killed? Like, bro, this. Oh man. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Look, Tommy ain't playing, bro. I knew he was gonna go back and handle that. I'm
He's
mad
in the
they
trunk?
didn't show it. They both in the trunk.
Oh, they are.
They both in the trunk, bruh.
He about to light that bitch on fire? Yeah, light that shit on fire. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah.
I knew he wasn't gonna go for that. Like,
It's a beautiful city.
Hell of a city.
It is.
hell of a city, but
Hey. Ooh. Let's go, Tommy.
over.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how you do it.
Yes, sir.
The savagery. People on the train about to see the car. Like, damn, they wilding down there.
Yes, sir. This is the squad right here.
Brought the shirt.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You owe me one more.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, Tommy.
Now you owe me one more. King of the goddamn hill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they tried and they failed and they
Look who
tried
you looking
and they
at.
failed.
Your girl?
We ain't never gonna break this.
This man is a fucking
Yeah, he obsessed.
dweeb.
He on his.
I know a payment envelope when I see it.
Oh, yeah?
Give Junior some of this. One of those. Take him out with the quickness.
Stupid.
Keep away. I'm trying to be safe.
Put the cape away.
I'll get myself out.
Yeah,
Cheers to
see? I called that last episode. I knew she wasn't in there just cuz.
Someone that
And he
don't
outside
care.
right now watching all this?
You feel me? He out there in the bushes like Joe from You and shit.
Look at this dude.
Hurt. Look at him.
Look at this dude.
Wait till Papa Flynn find out about all this bullshit. He gonna
Those-
beat on his ass.
The fuck do you want? The game ended 2 hours ago.
I think the amnesia's starting to kick in.
Let me grab my toothbrush.
Buy a new one.
Huh. Some of it, once you hear now,
Wow.
that's enough. There you go. He got his biz ops.
For real, but
Business
he
operation
said,
spot.
he said, I forgot my toothbrush. Nah.
Damn, okay. That's not half bad.
That old fucker was living there?
You feel me? He got a whole ass flat right there. Like, got the stripper pole in that bitch.
Yep, you better grab your shit because Tommy is on the ass.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, of course it's
Tommy not playing. He
Bruh,
coming for
she ran up
everybody
on
to
this dude out of nowhere.
Yo.
I'm that fucking good.
I'm that fucking good.
Man, I'm like, they giving her the ultimate plot armor right now.
Facts.
Can you slam her ass?
You. So you better tell me. How the fuck did you find me?
I didn't track you, Tommy. I figured you were here to finish me, so I came at you first.
What you got? What you hiding? Ooh.
It's always good running into old friends.
Huh.
Is that it?
Well, that's what she brings to the story.
Who they fucking with? I'm gonna show them who they really fucking with.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Alright. There you have it. Another episode in the books. Power Book 4, Force Season 1, Episode 2, King of the Goddamn Hill. How you feeling over there? How you feeling after today's episode?
I thought it was a decent episode, you know? There was some stuff that they laid out there that I'm really interested to find out how that's going to pan out and stuff. So, yeah, man, let's get into it.
I guess one thing that I for sure continue to see that I picked up on the first episode is the internalized conflict that's going on between CBI and the Flynn family, and it looks like they went a little bit deeper into that. Not too much, but you seen in that barbershop scene where, you know, the CBI dudes didn't even want to listen to Diamond, like they listening to Jay and stuff like that, because you know, like Tommy told him in the car, he been the one holding it down for the past 15 years while you had to lay down. So
Yep.
you know, how's that going? So I'm really interested in that, because I think Power does that in like every book. Just about like every book, like someone wants to be more legit, and someone within that same team, you know, still wants to stay on the street and go crazy, but the dynamic is just usually different from book to book. So I wonder what it's gonna look like in this one.
Yeah, I think that's a interesting thing that they're gonna be playing with here, especially with, you know, that comment that you made last episode that kind of reminds you of Rico a little bit. So I'm really kind of, and then on top of that, I don't mean to jump ahead, but you know, we got the little youngins who seem like they, you know, quick to pull the trigger. So that's for me, that's probably the most interesting part out of that whole scenario is them kids, because you already know who, you know, who he's tied to, you know, he's tied to the, you know, the brother, you know, Tommy's brother. So I'm just curious to see how that's gonna play out. But can they make it, you know, kind of new and refresh here in this series? We'll have to wait and find out.
I think they can though, because right now it looks like they're kind of playing with you know, it looks like they're playing with the internalized conflict, but then they also have like this kind of side unity thing going on between Vic and Jay. Yeah, right. Is that his name? Jay.
Yep.
So I think that can kind of make it interesting, because in the first episode, it seemed like Jay kept telling Vic like, "Oh, your father gonna find a reason to blame it on us. Your father gonna." So like we can assume that, you know, the Irish mob and shit, the Flynn family, they don't fuck with CBI. Probably don't fuck with niggas in general. Like, it just is what it is. We see stuff like that in these shows all the time.
Yep.
So him being aligned with, Vic being aligned with Jay and doing that side shit is, I think that's like what adds an extra dynamic. Whereas like in the other books, it's normally just two people dealing with each other. One person wants to
Yeah.
be legit, the other person doesn't want them to.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think the internal conflicts might be crazy. And then we also have Claudia, who wants to be more involved in the streets, and Papa Flynn's not really having that.
Yep.
And Papa Flynn's sick. You know what I'm saying? He's sick. So I don't even see him making it through this whole season, if I'm being honest.
It's crazy. I'm sorry to bring this up, but it's crazy how his name is Walter and he's a sick man. Come on, man. Can we not have any originality here? Is everything tied back to Breaking Bad? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. Once I see that he was sick, I'm like, no, they fucking did it. But yeah, yeah, I'm interested as well, man. You know, I'm interested.
Yeah, and then it seems like right now, at least for this episode, I feel like they kind of fleshed out more of the CBI side than they did the Flynn side.
Definitely.
But I feel like the Flynn side might bring some pretty interesting dynamic to the show. Like I said, the whole internalized conflict between the daughter, the son, and the father.
Yep.
If the father dies early, like I'm predicting that the father's gonna die early from whatever sickness he got going on before Vic is ready to take over.
Yep.
And Claudia, she's starting to already kind of be the I'm tired of being under a man's foot kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think they could play with some stuff here.
Yeah, and then of course on top of all that, you got Vic fucking stalking old girl from the bar, you know, Glow and shit. So, you know, now that he see that Tommy's all up in that, you know, what is that gonna bring to the series? So we already know it's gonna bring more chaos, which we love. So yeah,
and Tommy's bringing it to everyone's front door.
Oh yeah,
everyone who messed with him this episode, he got right back to their ass.
Yeah, that's facts.
So,
I kind of want to talk about the brother though, real quick, to be honest.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, man, I'm liking where they got the character at right now. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, they brought him in. In the very beginning, we see a bar get shot up. For a moment, I thought it was Glow's bar. So I'm like, damn, who's retaliating here? Like, so, but then we end up we still don't find out who shot up the bar, but we do know who the bar belongs to, and it's Tommy's brother. So that his dynamic of, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy because Tommy's helping out his brother. He's giving him this money to help him with the bar, and then later on in the episode, he goes to his crib. And to me, the biggest thing about his story is we finding out that his son is a part of the CBI crew. I think that right there is a dynamic that's gonna just really change the series and bring that drama that we love about Power. Because
like at first, I'm just kind of like, where are they going with this character? And I get it; it's still episode 2, so you know, I guess I have every right to ask that question, but I still got to be patient, like, because at first it was just like, okay, half brother. Now it's just like gay half brother, ex-husband, son. Like, it's just like, okay, we got a lot. Not only just son, but son that's in the gang. Like, this is like, damn, this is a lot now. Like, what are we trying to unpack? He owns a bar that got shot up by people we don't know. So like, what are they really trying to unpack about this character? Like I said, he might have a dark past. He might not. We do know that at some point in his life, he I guess had to pretend to not be himself because he had a woman, he had a kid. So maybe during that time he was, you know, acting a little bit too tough and stuff like that. I don't know. There's a lot. You're right. There's a lot that they could play. It's like we keep saying, it's only episode 2, so they can unpack some storyline. So
I'm digging him.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm digging the brother character. I really want to see how his story fleshes out. Yeah, I think they could really bring that drama in with the son. I mean, unfortunately, he might have to catch a bullet or something like that, and then, you know, I don't know.
Maybe,
but I'm hyped.
Maybe.
I'm hyped for that story.
I'll say one thing I did kind of like about this episode is it's a very small thing, but just seeing Tommy go to all the different drops, I kind of like that because it just kind of, I guess, gave more background into, like, you know, the crime scene, I guess, you know, in the Chicago area. Like when we see like mobs and stuff like that, it's always it's like Italian or Irish or maybe even Russian, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they even had like the Jewish motherfuckers in here and stuff like that. Like, I was just like, that's dope. Like, they, you know, just diversifying the crime portfolio a little bit.
They're giving us the lay of the land, you know what I'm saying? Which is great because from in book 1 we got that, you know what I'm saying? We got the whole circle, the Jamaicans, the Dominican, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it just shows you what type of background is in Chicago. We got the Irish, we got the Jewish, we got the I don't know if they're Puerto Rican or Dominican, but they were Spanish. So you know what I'm saying?
And they connected to the cartel, so gotta be careful with that one.
Exactly. So yeah, it's great to see the people who are gonna be on the the chessboard in the Chi. So yeah, man, I enjoyed those scenes too as well. Yeah. And then you just seeing Tommy, that's Tommy in his natural habitat, like you know what I'm saying. So it's always good.
That's
to see
what I kept
Tommy.
saying. He loving it out there.
Yeah, he really is.
He was like a kid in the candy store. That man. Like that's one thing I do like about Tommy's character though. Nothing shakes his soul. Like that fool ain't never scared. He got guns to his neck, to his head. Like bro, at any moment, if someone really wanted to, he could have died in this episode. Like so many times.
Yeah, when he hit old buddy, I was like, oh shit, this is.
You feel me?
He could have been
in
the
barbershop. He could have been a goner in the bar. Like he don't never fret. Like it is what it is. Like so. That's one thing I do respect about his character, but I'm still waiting for the intellect to hit us. I'm still waiting for that intellect to hit us. That power normally mixes in there.
I think Sansa might be it.
That's what I'm thinking. At first, I'm thinking it might come from JP, but now I don't understand what they're gonna do with JP's story. It might be coming from Samson's side.
Yeah, I think he's the smart one out of the out of them in that little crew, the CBI crew. I think he's the smartest one out of them all. He's the one, like you said. JP is with the new type of wave, and he doesn't really see the angles. That whole conversation they had in the car. I think that's what it was about. It was about we kind of sit back, pay attention to details, and then act upon it. With JP, it just seems like he just wants to get shit done.
JP's the brother. is Tommy's brother.
Oh, Jay. Well. Jaren,
but
right?
I know I got you though.
Yeah, Jay. You know.
I know it's Jay something. Like I can't. Jabari? Nah, that's that's powerful.
It's a Jabari. That man gone.
Rico, we calling him Rico because that's who.
Rico. Yeah. Let's call him Rico because he really do look like Cameron. That shit crazy.
Man, snaking. We got to keep our eye on him. Like.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, I guess of course one of the bigger things that happened in this episode is Liliana appearing.
Yeah, man, that came out of left field, like legit out of nowhere into screen tussle. Was not expecting that. To be honest, I forgot to say in the intro, I was expecting someone from book 1 to show up, but in my opinion, I thought 2-Bit would be the character because 2-Bit, I don't know if he ever got the truth about Tommy not setting them up, so I'm just wondering if 2-Bit's ever gonna come back to kind of get some retaliation maybe or something like that, and maybe.
But back to Liliana though, because you feel me, he went back to her and tried to address that and uncovered that coke in the bottom of her kitchen, like, and it had the little spider symbol on it.
Wasn't that the cartel, right?
That's what, that's
right?
what I'm thinking. Like
from book 1, if I'm not mistaken, right? The shit they used to pass out to let you know that you're gonna die and shit. Like, wasn't that it?
I might have to go back and check, but just a spider on a package, like just period. Like you already know, like, and they already threw the word cartel out there in this episode, so we like that. That's always the interesting thing because Power they do bring in like big nemesis. Like they bring in big antagonists. Like it don't just be like, oh, there's this corner boy over there. Like nah, they be bringing in mobs and seals and like shit like that. So I think it's gonna bubble up even bigger than Rojas. I think it might even reach like the cartel level. So I'm kind of interested in that and what that's gonna look like. And it looks like Tommy's not gonna try to kill Liliana after uncovering those drugs. So I wonder what that might. You never know. You never know with Tommy. You never know with Tommy. But I'm interested. If he doesn't kill her, I'm interested in what he's gonna try to use her for.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
yeah.
he still needs to, he still got to play chess. Like, he's still Dolo, so he's trying to create these relationships. That's why he brought Flynn the money back. That's why he brought Samson his share back. Like, so he's still got to play the game correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he might not take her out. He might use her. Yeah.
Harping back on that scene with Liliana and him, that's probably the weakest point of the episode for me, in my opinion. I just felt like the acting at that moment.
The second scene?
The second scene when they're at the crib, when he was like kicking and shit. To me, the acting right there was just I was not feeling it. It kind of took me out of the episode, to be honest, like right at the end there. I just wasn't feeling the acting at all. It wasn't good. Okay.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
I even threw out the plot armor, like whatever you say plot armor, there's some issues with acting
you
or
said
writing.
You said
one
it.
or the
So
other, like.
I was thinking it, and you said it for me, and I was just. But I also wanted to add that the acting in that scene was just bad. But overall, I thought the episode was a pretty good episode. I can see why people would say they didn't like this episode, you know what I'm saying? But it's the season 1 of a new show. We're trying to build shit, so I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient because I know we're trying to build towards something, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And if I'm being honest, I know how I felt season 1 of book 2, and I know how I felt season 1 of Raising Kanan. Even though I'll probably say season 1 of Raising Kanan is probably one of the better season ones.
Yeah,
but like
sure.
I know exactly how I felt for book 2 and the finale of Kanan. So I'm definitely gonna get. I mean, we obviously gonna get this one a try. We here. It's Power Universe forever. Like, so we gonna rock with it. But I agree with you. I do think this one was a lot more fun than the first episode, though. Like I said, we was on his little journey watching him do the drops, and it was kind of action packed. It was action packed. Like,
yeah.
So Any final thoughts, or should we roll into?
No, if I would have to score this episode, I will give it a 7.5. Only like I did have a lot more fun than the first episode, but to me the acting would kind of brought it down for me a little bit. Like 7.5. That's what I give it.
Dang, when you word it like that, I could respect that. I'm thinking about all the side characters. Like some of them was a little amateurish with a a little high school almost with they acting. So but I had some fun, so I'll give this one an 8. I felt like last one's was about a 7.5-ish, 8-ish, so this one I'll give it a solid 8.
Yep.
But if there's no final thoughts, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Again, this is Power Book 4 for Season 1, Episode 2, King of the Goddamn Hill. I believe that if y'all having some doubts, stick around. This book might end with a bang. Without further ado, don't forget to like this video. Please drop us some comments. How are y'all feeling about this book so far? And most importantly, our goal is 1K subscribers. So go ahead, click that subscribe button, click that bell, and get notified when we go live. FRR out.